Welcome, fellow fans of Clash of Clans from around the world. It is your host, Galadon, and we're back to Gemfix Farm Max That Rush, episode 41. That is right, episode 41, and get ready. It's a crazy day here at the rushed base that, well, okay, yeah, it's still rushed. And we're working on level 12 walls. Painful as it might be, we will get there sooner or later, perhaps maybe with some more rage gemming help. That would be nice, right? But yeah, it's just like it's 2 or 3 wall segments at a time. It makes it pretty painful. But you know what has been fun? We've been trying to max out some other individual defenses as well, just so that we can have at least one of every single defense fully maxed out. All right, speaking of maxed out, check out this base. That is right, Galadon going after it with none other than, well, okay, this was kind of a strange viewer request army, and I have to say that I kind of set out to say this was a terrible idea. To mix ground with air almost always at first feel just seems wrong, the idea of splitting your army up like this, but it actually kind of, made sense. This was a ground attack entry to really clear, funnel, and also get rid of that town hall, and then an air attack on the back end, a mini Lalo. So you had just a couple of lava hounds, 18 balloons, a bunch of boulders here on the entry. We did easily get the town hall down, and I'm going to tell you, a complete noob when it comes to Lalo attacks. I have done only a handful in my Clash career, really have avoided them for the most part, and there's a lot to the strategy of a Lalo attack that I have not yet grasped. The pathing of the hounds, the grouping of the balloons, and how many you drop where. I just spam. I mean, let's just spray and pray balloons, because balloons are strong, maybe one of the strongest units in the game, and I was impatient. I'm like, just throw the haste spells out there, get them back into the base faster. I realized that the haste spells should focus on groups of loons that are near things like multi-target infernos or wizard towers, but for me, much easier just to drop them on the outside than a few cleanup troops and then just kind of hope that things work out. And for the most part, it did. It was a pretty successful attack overall. Again, I realized that this Lalo is probably the strongest attack out there right now, but for me, I am not ready to jump in with both feet anyway to doing Lalo attacks like full time, kind of like I just got into P.E.K.K.A Smash Peccable Bat, and I would rather gently work my way there. Maybe this is how. Maybe this is by using a hybrid attack like this, it works out and it gets you to feel a little bit more comfortable with deploying your hounds and your loons. That, and of course, just watching other players do it over and over and over again. And when they drop 3 stars repeatedly against max 12s in war, it becomes more and more tempting. So I'm not gonna lie, it is certainly an attack I'd like to practice, and this is the account with which to do it, because we're farming. It doesn't really hurt when we fail, okay? Just a little bit hurt, but not that much hurt. Okay, a little bit worse when I'm live streaming and I fail and somebody calls me garbage in the chat, but you would never do that, right? Of course not, no, but you're welcome to come by a stream anyway. Now back to my more comfortable favorite attack of the current day and age, and that would be Peccable Bat. Now, something interesting I have noticed, as far as like elite war players, there are very, very few Inferno Towers set to single. But when you're out there farming, people seem to think that it's the answer. So it works out pretty well. Certainly fewer single target Infernos in war, in CWL, and even in Legend League, you see a lot more of the multi-target Infernos. But it's funny, I feel like in Elite Clan War, it's like 90% multi-target Infernos. In Legend League, it's like maybe 60 to 75% multi-target Infernos. And then out here farming in like Titan, it's like 25% multi-target Infernos. There's so many singles out there that Peccable Bat, bat spells in general, can take huge advantage of these bases. And we really do, repeatedly. So I guess that's one of the reasons it became my favorite attack, especially over here on the rushed base, because we are fixing that rush and it's working out pretty quickly to get massive loot, although it's kind of expensive as far as Dark Elixir to run this attack. And, between the boulders and the bats, maybe we'll start running it with P.E.K.K.A.s, just Peccable Bat. I don't know if that's a thing or not, but maybe we'll make it a thing. It's possible, you never know. I'm getting better at the freeze spell timing, as you can see, but man, there are many bases where I wish I had 1 or 2 extra freeze spells, but I don't know where to sacrifice. I mean, can I drop one of the rages? I definitely can't drop any bats. So, that's where I'm kind of torn as far as what can I do to bring more free spells to give those bats longer life. Might be worth experimenting. And again, this is a perfect time to ask you guys to come by the live stream to give me your constructive criticism, your friendly requests, and you can even demand that I attack with specific armies depending upon the Facebook stars. So why not come by, check it out, and see the live progress on the Gemfix Farm Max That Rush account, because we always are a few days ahead in the live streams as opposed to the videos here on YouTube. So let's go ahead and forward to another day of farming, because a lot of these episodes involve a couple of different days of getting out there and fixing the rush. Of course, we do spend quite a few gems, and you'll notice we burned through a lot of gems since last episode, but it's time, yes, that's right, to collect the Clan Games rewards. Now, in order to do that, I had to free up some space in the treasury and obviously in my general storages. So we did that, we opened that up, and there we go. Now I think, yes, okay, now we've done it correctly, so we could pick up all of the resources. We chose resources, except for the end, of course. Well, that's a resource too. Dark Elixir, the Rune of Dark Elixir, man, that thing is worth a lot. We are going to get that king to max soon, I promise. I know I keep saying it every single episode, but it's going to happen. And in the meantime, another cannon going to level 14, and of course, some more walls. This again, okay. This is something I always feel really bad about, and that is spending gems to free up a builder just to upgrade a wall. I can't, my mind can't be okay with that one. I can do it anywhere else, but to upgrade a wall, I just have a problem with that. So I would much rather wait or, farm a little bit longer, or maybe we could finish the progress on a different thing like this air defense that had over a week left. We can use the book. There we go. And now we have a maxed out level 10 air defense. Feels good adding it to the list of maxed out defenses. Wait, okay, hold on. Yeah, okay, down here, we've got these cannons. Gonna get another one going to level 13, because you notice that when you get a cannon to level 14, it looks a lot better than 12. I mean, it really makes you look a lot less rushed. The same with the archer towers at 15. They start to look really, really good. So got a lot of cannons underway right here. Let's see, we can finish up this cannon, because again, we need to free up a builder, because let's see, what do we have next? Okay, yeah, walls. Oh joy. All right, at least we used a book. We didn't use gems, so it wasn't the worst. There's 3 more whopping wall pieces. So that takes us to, let's see here. I've got, 284 level 11 and 16 level 12 walls. Now, I'm just curious, if you would do me the favor, drop down to the comments and let me know if you have maxed your walls. I don't care what town hall you're at. If you're a 9, 10, 11, or 12, just let me know if you've actually farmed every single wall piece yourself. Free-to-play farmer on walls. I would love to at least heart your comment, because that takes an incredible amount of drive and determination and dedication, and at least my little thank you would be to hit that heart on your comment. So go ahead and do that, and I will try to get down there and heart as many of those as I can. I have a feeling there's a lot of you out there that have done it, but again, it's not easy, and I can't say that I have ever done it. I mean, I did it on the Town Hall 9, and that was the most I could do. At 10, 11, 12, it's beyond comprehension. It really is. Because again, even though I am not just gemming outright the walls, I'm certainly not doing this the hard way, because I'm buying packages, I'm buying wall rings. So yeah, I'm gaining every advantage I can other than outright paying money for walls, which is kind of where I've been drawing the line, at least up to this point. And I'm not saying that I'm going to start doing it with gems, but you never know. I just don't want to say, you never say never, right? Justin Bieber said that best, I think. But no, I'm not ever going to rule it out completely, because you never know when a generous benefactor might come along and insist that I do it. Now, this I wanted to show because this is probably the world's most popular Legend League base that I found down in Titan 2. But I thought it was kind of funny because this is the Legend League base that you see over and over and over and over and over and over again. Itsu probably made it famous, I'm not sure, but you saw so many players using this in Legend League. So it was fun to run into it out here with Peccable Bat. And despite the fact that, once again, this was more the Legend League slash war-based style in that it had all multi-target infernos. Check out the distraction right here as the bats get in, and then the freeze spell works out just about perfectly as the multi-target inferno goes down, and there's only the last wizard tower at the top of the screen, the only splash damage left. Of course, it does wipe out every single bat, but again, it works out pretty well because there's no defenses left. That's right, the bats got through everything else except for this one wizard tower, and we got a few units left at the bottom. You can see we got a queen, we've got a ward, we've got a couple of healers as well, and a bunch of archers that are going to get through a bunch of other things at the bottom. They actually split up, which is kind of surprising because normally the archers target the same thing that the queen was targeting when you hit the queen's ability, but this time they worked out and they were cleanup units, so we pick up the 3-star, and now we're on to the stats report. Or we're not, because I talked too fast. All right, so there's the end of the attack, and now we are on to the status report. Okay, so let's go ahead and review what happened today, what was spent. The good news is, after that big one last episode, we actually managed to get away with 0 spent, but we get reminded of the total. 33, 37, 90. Gems spent, we did run through a few gems, 4,280. $30 worth of gems, and then for time spent, like I said, this was 2 different farming sessions, so we're now at 129 hours and 30 minutes. Next goals, yes, more Peccable Bat coming for sure, and I will continue to promise you the king until we finally get him to level 65. As always, I appreciate your continued support for the series. You guys are amazing. Thank you for watching all the way to the end of the episode. Please do leave a like if you haven't already. You guys are a fantastic Gala fam, and I love every single one of you. Now get out there, make the best of the rest of your day, and I'll see you back here again tomorrow for more full attacks.
Galadon, give me that cafe mocha. No more for you, sir. No more.